Dear students, we have already begun the fourth semester, and you are aware that in the fourth semester you have a five subjects, and in the five subjects, those who have opted for finance, they have a three regular subjects, common subjects, and two finance subjects. And those who have opted human resource, you will be having three common subjects. They are retail management, risk and insurance management, uh, and one more subject is there. Then you have a you have a specialized subject, organization behavior and labor laws. So I will be taking the subject called organizational behavior for you, and I think this is one of the interesting subject as well as very important subject. Organization behavior is a subject not only important from the viewpoint of the business or the commerce, but for our day to day activities also. A more attempt is made in this subject to study the human behavior. The more and more you study the human behaviors, you become more and more aware of yourselves. So, behavioral patterns we can form. It doesn't mean that only in the organization we have to form our behaviors. In our day to day activities, also, behavior is more important. Therefore, please give more and more attention to this subject. And this subject is completely theoretical, nothing to do with the practicals. So, today in the organizations, high importance is given to the human resource. And amidst the human resource, their behavior is different, and understanding that behavior and dealing accordingly will bring a greater results. As you are all HR students in the future going to deal with the HR departments and all, so it is very essential to know the human behaviors. So this subject will help you to know a little bit about the human behaviors. Before I begin, I would like to share a few aspects. In this subject, I'll not be going systematically the topics from the beginning till the end. In between, I'll shift to the important topics, and this subject is not that interesting if we go on with the theoretical online classes. This requires some kind of the offline sharing because we have to understand the behavior. So I don't feel comfortable to present this subject through the online medium, but the situation has made, that's why uh, as much possible as I'll cover here. At the same time, in the future, some classes I wish that will come together and discuss in the classroom, because it's behavioral aspects more we have to discuss and learn. A group study is very important because group behaviors we have to study, individual behavior we have to study, observation we have to make it. So these are the things, not just the theoretical, but rather we are learning together. That's why I am helpless, but at the same time we'll make our attempt. uh, First of all, today I don't take any class as such, but here I'll be just giving you the syllabus and go through the syllabus very minutely so that you will know what all things you have to study. Because as when you say organization behavior, you open the books, you lot of contents are there. Absolutely, we are not able to study everything about the organizational behavior. A few topics, because each topic has a vast information. For example, if you take now organization change, organization culture, organization commitment, job involvement, job satisfaction, emotional intelligence, employee engagement, employee involvement, all these topics, each topic is like a subject. Therefore, a vast thing, we can't help it, but just introductions of each and every topic will be going to learn. I will assist as much as possible for you. So today we'll see the syllabus. So before we go through syllabus, one objective they have given university, that objective is to familiarize the students with the individual, interpersonal and group related perspectives in organizational behavior along with the recent developments. So what are the recent developments are happening in the human resources, that to familiarize. So individual, interpersonal and group related. See, individual behaviors are there, then interpersonal, one to one. Whenever they deal, there are behavioral aspects. Then group. So these are the aspects we are going to study in this subject. So there are 5 units. So the first unit is an overall overview of organizational behavior. Second chapter is individual behavior. Third chapter is group behavior. Fourth one is the basis of power, and fifth one is organization change. So these are the 5 headings, and under these headings there are various topics. We'll just glance through. So first unit, an overview of organizational behavior. In this chapter, we'll be going to study evolution of OB, concepts and approaches, then consistency versus individual differences in human behavior, tools for learning about behavior in organization, then psychological contract, then challenges and opportunities for organizational behavior. These are the introductory topics, nothing much in this, so we are not going to break our head in these topics. So let's go to the second unit. In this some important aspects we have to study. Individual behavior, each and every person differ, that's what we have to study. Biographical characteristics, then abilities, job fit theory, organization fit, these are the things we have to study. Then personality, so traits of determinants of personality, person, perception, hallucination, learning, adult learning curve. Then we have to study about the values and attitudes, then sources and types of values and attitudes. Then we have to study another concept, emotional intelligence. Then Pygmalion effect there is, that we have to study. Then job satisfaction, job involvement and organizational commitment, attribution theory, stereotypes, coaching, mentoring and counseling. So these are the different topics we are going to study. Then employee involvement and employee empowerment. Then we have another important topic called employee engagement. These are the topics we will be studying in the second unit. This is what some of more important chapter. Therefore, I'll be beginning this chapter first in your syllabus. Then we have a group behavior. So this is a simple chapter. So after the individual behavior, I'll be going to the group behavior, because the introductory chapter is not that important. Organization behavior as such, evolution and all, that lately we can deal with. But more important, because if at all we don't finish able to cover up aspects, then it is difficult. That's the reason I am not going to touch unimportant topics. So individual behavior and group behavior, this and the final chapter, that organization change, these are very very important in organization behavior and practical things. So concept of group, stages of group development, group behavior model, group decision making, teams versus groups, team effectiveness model, interpersonal relations, Johari window, conflict process, negotiation and bargaining, distributive versus integrative bargaining, then managing intergroup relations. All aspects related to the group will be studying in the third unit. So the fourth unit is basis of power. So power and influence, basis of power, power tactics, then organization system, organization design, network designs and technology. So task characteristics theories, workspace design, organizational designs and employee behavior, flex time, quality of work life and workplace stress, telecommunicating, commuting, work life balance, alcoholism and drug abuse. So organization culture, types and functions of culture, learning culture. So these are also some topics in this chapter also are very important, which are very important, that I will do it first, then later we'll do with the other topics. Then final subject is organization change. So organization change in this topic included forces for change, then Levin's 3-step model, Carter's 8-step plan, managing change, impression management, innovation in organizations, organizational citizenship behaviors, psychological capital. So these are the aspects we are going to study in this subject. Now, what I want to tell you is, in this subject, I will begin from the second chapter, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the first chapter's topics I will give you for assignment and seminars. So you have to prepare for everybody. I will be giving each topic of the first chapter, and first chapter you prepare it because they are the theoretical. Anybody can gather the information, because for other four chapters are not like that. So they are the introductory part and very simple. That's why I request the students itself to prepare, and whatever the content students do it, that will be shared. And here I'll conclude the syllabus. At the same time, I do one thing, that everybody has to present a seminar, and this time we will be having an online seminar. So we'll be fixing a date and time for everybody, and in the forum, I feel that Zoom is a better forum for us, or even Google Meet we can have, that we'll see later. But I wish that this time everybody will be presenting their seminar on the online mode, and others will be asking the questions. Therefore, the topics from the first chapter will be given for your seminars. So I wish that you will have a good learning in this subject, and surely this subject will come to your benefits, even though you are not going for any job. For your personal development, this will be very important, because the personality we have to develop, personality not the physical, rather the psychological. Therefore psychological development, a kind of awareness we will be able to gain through learning this subject. So here I close. Thank you.